Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Chaotic03, and today on this channel we actually have some special information. They apparently have released some info for Halo Infinite in their most recent Halo community post. Now, of course, this community post actually has a lot of other information on it. It's got stuff like some stuff for the Halo 4 test flight for PC, along with crossplay, and some updates about Halo Wars 2, and some Halo 5 stuff since next month Halo 5 will be reaching its 5th anniversary. But the main stuff that we've all been wanting to take a look at, especially me, is Halo Infinite. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So with the new Halo Infinite community post that they put up, they're essentially discussing some new stuff known as their coating system, which what happens is that they have replaced the primary and secondary coloring that they originally did for all the other Halos and have replaced it with this coating system, essentially doing what Destiny 1 kind of did, where they had their shaders and they plastered the shaders over the entirety of the armor. Me personally, I don't really like that. In my opinion, that's not really making the game unique. That's kind of making it a little bit more bland. Now, if they included that with some form of primary and secondary color changing, that would be much more interesting. But in my opinion, I don't like this coloring system at all. This coding system seems a little weird. For guns, sure. For vehicles, sure. But for the armor, I don't personally agree with it. That's not my thing. Because you also have to look at many other things like Rooster Teeth's red versus blue. How are they going to put that into... How are they going to do the colors for the characters in there? Because you can't do the colors for the characters in there while also trying to do the coding system here, because that would be very messy and that would make things not look like they should. But they essentially just go over the coding system. How can we get these like in-game customizations? Apparently there's ways you can get them by like buying Mega Construct toys, Monster Energy drinks, and Mondelez cookies, candies, and more. But one thing that I also did notice is that you can secure the red shift armor coating, which is this armor right here, which kind of looks bland, but at the same time it looks kind of nice. The legs don't look super well. I don't like that little under area that's straight red. I mean, maybe if they kind of flipped it a little bit, where instead this was red and this looked black on the inside, kind of like how the front piece was, that would look a little bit better. But in my opinion, the bottom part doesn't look good. The top part looks pretty decent though. But they said that you can get this redshift armor coating, which has seen battle and looks absolutely phenomenal. Kind of, not really. Can be secured by purchasing any Halo or Xbox merchandise at Gamestop. Now I want to make one thing clear. The United States of America, as far as I'm aware of, is the only place that has a GameStop. That is the only country with GameStop. Meaning that to fans around the world, if they want this, they cannot get this armor coating unless they go to the United States and go to a GameStop and buy Xbox stuff, which seems absolutely unfair to the player. It seems a little messed up and weird, but at the same time, I don't like that. I don't like how you have to buy items to get special coating, like to get special colors for just a piece, like a piece of armor. I don't like that. That doesn't seem nice with me. That doesn't seem very player friendly. It's not good. I don't like it. It's not good. Now, as you can see as we go on, as I said, you can get things like cosmetics from the toys that they have with Mega Constructs, Monster Energy drinks that they went with, and Mondelez cookies and candies. But they also give you XP boosts, emblems, and, as I said, armor coatings. And they actually showed some armor coatings on the assault rifle, which this actually looks pretty cool, in my opinion. I like this a lot. The green, like the green little portion down there, like the green handle, followed by the green barrel stock, and just like some of the insides. That looks really nice. I actually kind of like that a lot. And then what happens is that they showed a coating for a piece for the Warthog, known as the Azure Vehicle Coating. Now, all these coatings, I would like to point out, are completely work in progress. They all are work in progress renders that they've been working on for Halo Infinite. They might not be the full final version of the coating, but at the same time, this is what we have for the time being. So I want to put my input about this. I don't feel that this was the right coating that they should have put on this to make it seem like you can put it on vehicles. Sure, that changes a little bit. It changes it from like the nice green to a gray and blue. But at the same time, you should have made it something else, like possibly one of the skins that they have in Halo Infinite, or not Infinite, Master Chief Collection, because I know that they have armor, and not armor, but vehicle coating and vehicle skins in Master Chief Collection now. Since they added Halo Combat Evolved to PC, they managed to add vehicle coatings to the vehicles, and they actually look pretty nice. I feel like if they took one and they redid it for Halo Infinite and put it on here as an example, then that would have been much more interesting. But using the Azure vehicle coding kind of does work too, because it just shows you, hey, you can still customize your vehicles and your weapons however you like. And then they go later on to talk about the coloration along with materials and patterns are baked into the coding, taking place of the primary and secondary color option found in prior games. While we understand that many players are fond of the previous color system, we're very excited about the breadth and scope of the armor, weapon, and vehicle customization options that will be available in Halo Infinite because of the coding system. Additionally, players should expect more robust per-piece armor customization choices akin to what was available in Halo Reach versus what was offered in Halo 5 Guardians, meaning that this essentially means that we will be able to customize our armor per piece, like we'll be able to customize the chest, the helmet, the leggings, the forearms, the shoulder pads, everything like that. However, the coding is going to be, I assume that the coding, much like they're doing in Destiny 2, is going to be on different pieces of armor, and just not like Destiny 1 had, where it's just one full-blown coating. Because if that's how it works, then I'm not really comfortable with that, because Destiny 1 actually had a lot of backlash because of that shading system, which is why they switched it up with the different coding for the shaders on different armor pieces, which is actually still pretty good, because I played Destiny 2 and I enjoyed a lot. And the one thing that I didn't like at all, or the one thing that I did like that was changed in Destiny 1 was the shader system. It was definitely that, because of the new way that they changed it, where each individual piece of armor had their own shader on it. That made it more interesting, and that made the characters look a lot more unique and a lot better. They also say that when they shared the Monarch armor in their last update, we also saw feedback of how it looks more like plastic or being too clean. While we're very excited to return to the more classic Halo art style, we do want to acknowledge that the nature of these work-in-progress renders is that they aren't completely representing the base material shown in the in-game with real lighting, meaning that a lot of people who were calling out the armor because it didn't look too good, well, the issue is that that's not how it's actually going to look in the game, because they're not actually going to make it, they're going to make it more Halo-like once the work-in-progress renders actually go into the real lighting of the game. When you're actually playing in-game, the base material will look different and it'll look more like Halo. So hopefully they'll keep their word to that and it won't look like it does in the base renders. However, the base renders do look pretty good. As you can see with the red shift above, the overall look will depend on the design style of each specific armor coating. We know this is a lot to wrap your head around, particularly without being able to see it in practice. Learning about some new customization changes coming to Halo Infinite by seeing some marketing materials, reading a few paragraphs isn't ideal, but programs are already in motion and our dates shifting. Here we are. We also want to stress that we know some folks could be disheartened by the limited nature of some of these current programs tied to specific regions of products, but please rest assured that the team has a lot of customization content planned, including items that will be earned in-game and some that will be earned as special rewards, i.e. the Halo 5 152 Legacy reward that we mentioned in the past. Stay tuned, as we will have a lot more to say about to say and show regarding customization and progression in Halo Infinite down the road. And that's the end of the Halo Infinite post that they had, or the Halo Infinite section of their post. Now, I want to go back up to this armor. This is the Redshift armor, the Redshift armor coating for the Mark 7 Mjolnir armor, which is my assumption is a lot of people believe it's the recruit armor that you're probably going to get. In my opinion, I think they're going to go with a different kind of recruit armor. But the armor, ultimately, in my opinion, it doesn't look that bad. My only issue with this specific Redshift coating is just the legs. The legs with the dark look to it, and then especially here, right here, and right there. It's just got that little leg. It's got that that little inner thigh section that's just pure red. I don't like that at all. That does not look good to me. Maybe if they took this little section right here, this little section that's covered by the plate, they made this part black and then this part black, and they kept this and this one that's shown under it, so that way they could keep the line, so that way they could keep it going, kind of. I don't like the legs. The legs don't look good to me at all. I like the main piece because the main piece is supposed to be standing out. It's got nice like little metal like silverish gauntlets, but we also have to remember that this is a work in progress render. This is not how the armor is going to look when we actually get into the game, because in the game, with the way that their lighting system is going to be set up, it's going to make the armor look entirely different. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they will actually do something and it'll actually look good. Because last thing we need, seriously, the last thing we need when it comes to Halo is to having a really, really bad coloring system and a really bad coding system. Of course, a lot of people already think that the coding system is bad. I honestly hope that it will get better. I honestly hope that the coding system won't be just a pure replacement. It sounds like it's going to be a pure replacement, but a lot of people in the community aren't liking it. So hopefully they 4-3 will notice and they'll realize, hey, maybe we should add the primary and secondary coloring too. So that way they can choose between the armor coating and the colors, meaning that if they want their own colors or if they want to wear the coating, they can. So that way it gives it a little bit more leeway for the player. So that way they can just do as they please with their armor. Because if you really want to make an armor system that's very unique, customization of every piece and especially the coloring, that's important. Because I know for a lot of YouTubers who love Halo, their Spartan is very unique to them. Like you see Ubernick has his yellow armor. A lot of other people have different colored armor. For me, I personally go with black, and much like this actually, I go with black and red, or possibly black and blue, because I like the black with the red blue background to it, but not something like this. Stuff like this, that seems kind of cool. And as it travels up, and then this line, but I don't like this. I don't like the inner thigh. That doesn't look good to me at all. It looks really bad. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I kind of really wanted to go over, was just the Halo Infinite community post today. I do actually have some Halo 4 test flight recordings of me doing the multiplayer and then me doing the campaign and my reactions to it. So I honestly hope that you all enjoy it. I also have footage of some glitches that were going on, which I will put on the channel as well. But I honestly hope you all did enjoy my opinion on the matter when it came to the Halo Infinite customization, because I believe that I've played Halo for a long time. The first Halo I ever played was the Anniversary with Reach multiplayer, so I got to experience one of the best multiplayers that they had for Halo. And then I got Halo 4, and I really loved Halo 4, which is a very iffy opinion for some people, because not many people liked it, because people think 343 dropped the bomb. I liked Halo Infinite, or not Halo Infinite, but Halo 4. Halo 4 was good for me, because it allowed me to make some more friends, like Panzer, and then our buddy Fire Monkey. I met Fire Monkey from Halo 4, and then we played GTA 5 through there, and that's how I met Panzer. So if it wasn't for Halo 4, I couldn't have met any of my friends. So essentially, this kind of works for me. Halo 4 was really good for me. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you want me to make another video going over the community post, please tell me in the comments down below. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will talk to all of you guys later. Peace.